Welcome back to West of Loathing. This is Weeza. In our last episode, we went through the circus, and we need to complete that at one point. But I was also doing a little bit of a search online, and I looked at the binoculars, and I kept forgetting that you just need to go to basically a high vantage point. And so those are at the forts. Fort Cowardice and Fort All Dead both have these things, so let's go up here and use our binoculars. You can just barely make out the entrance to a nearby mine. You discovered a new map location, Coal Ridge Mine. You climbed down from the watchtower and pitched the binoculars in the nearby trash can. Well, that's nice. Those things are expensive. But hey, we found a new location, so let's go check that out. That's funny, a nearby mine, which is yonders away. But on the way, I do want to wander just to see if we can find some more stuff. You discover what is either an open grave or a very deep rectangular pothole. Jump in and see what you find. Well, if it's a pothole, it must have been here a very long time because you found the remains of an antique traffic accident. That's nice. An old wedding ring. Cool. A gold skull, huh? Out in the middle of the desert, you find an abandoned minecart. It's sitting on a section of minecart track about 12 feet long, which starts nowhere in particular and ends even less of somewhere in particular. Check it out. Okay, let's see. It's mostly full of plain old rocks, not even very interesting looking ones. However, if you left without searching it thoroughly, you'd end up just driving yourself crazy later with the thought that you might have missed something valuable. And so you spend a good half an hour inspecting rocks and eventually find one that might be worth something. An unrefined meat nugget. Excellent. A few hundred yards up the trail, you see a solitary skeleton trudging towards the northwest. It doesn't seem to have noticed you, or anything else, really. Let's go ahead and attack it. Okay, got a handful of loose teeth. So that's enough for now. Let's go ahead and go up to the Coal Ridge Mine. There's a skull just sort of rolling down the road towards you, like directly towards you. And whenever you step to one side, it swerves to match. Okay, let's face it down. Yeah, these are fairly easy to go ahead and get rid of now. That's largely because of the beverages and everything else I still have. We have not gone to sleep yet, so I still have those. Okay, let's harvest these. Let's see if there's anything in this cave that we can loot. There's some more lockers. There's a row of lockers here. Must have been used for storing the personal effects of the fellers who used to work in the mine. The first one is labeled Aylesbury WM and doesn't have a lock on it. That's the guy from the tavern. The label on the second one is covered in some kind of white goo. The third one is labeled Loose Ben and has a combination lock on it. Open the first locker. Yep. Okay, we've got Aylesbury's helmet and a bottle of laudanum. Cool. Open the second locker. You open the door to reveal the skeleton covered in the same white goo that was on the outside of the locker. Ah, you get it. The guy must have died after his coworkers played a prank on him where they stuffed him into the locker and filled it with shaving cream. Oh my God. I can't believe you dang jerk stuck me in this locker and then filled it with shaving cream. I died from that, yells the skeleton, confirming both your insight and his vengeful, murderous intent. Get ready for a fight. Oh my God. Oh, this is funny. Okay, let's go ahead and attack this guy. He's obviously ticked off and I can't blame him. What a way to go. Okay, you got a skeleton bone. Yeah, skull chips, it's the usual stuff. Nothing major. Check this mine cart. Loot it. Unrefined meat nuggets. Sweet. Okay, we can mine this here. Yep. And that's all that's right here. Whoa. This just opens onto a 30-foot shaft. Tie a rope to the crossbeam. Sure is dark down there. Let's go. Okay. More meat vein. You know, there's that other cave that we went to the other day and it kept telling me to leave. We need to possibly go back there and check that out. These stones have little triangles painted on them. And they're in a triangle. It's very triangle. Okay. I guess if I had something that would work with this, it would do something. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I just realized that I didn't try to open that third locker, but I don't have safe cracking anyway, I don't believe. I'll check that on the way out. Okay. More stuff, more meat. Excellent. Okay, what is this? You don't like this one bit. Okay, is there a reason why I don't like it? I have no idea. This cart looks like it's only partially real. Loot it anyway. Yeah, 74 meat. Wow, that was pretty good. And this, oh wow, that is creepy. Black fluid oozes from the vein. A scabrous mass sits below it on the floor. Take the fluid, yeah, as you would. You want to stop looking at this spiral right now. This cart is vibrating. Gain 141 meat. This is getting spookier and spookier. A slit runs the length of the meat vein. Reach inside. It goes in further than you expected. It's warm. Keep going. You're up to your shoulder when you feel it. A beating heart. Rip it out. I mean, isn't that what you should do? I don't know. Looking at this spiral makes you feel queasy. This cart is frighteningly normal. Look through it. 130 meat. Oof. Looks like this guy should have picked better friends. Take the pick. I've already got a pickaxe, but that's cool. Okay, that was fun. Let's just handstand our way out of here. Well, I guess that's all that she wrote on this mine, but I don't know what to do with those triangles and whatever. I'm gonna see if we can do this last one. Open the third locker. There's a combination lock on here and you don't know the combo. Well, darn, as I suspected. Okay, well, let's go head back to town and see if we can talk to the silent guy next to the whatever. Oh, well, here we go. Off to one side of the trail, you see a covered wagon and a small family of settlers who look upset. You folks okay? We were on our way to Dirtwater, but our wagon went and broke down. Didn't we already do this? Yeah, ask Susie to fix the wagon. I think we've done this. Yep. Rat in your carburetor. Thanks so much. Got some XP. Moxie is now level 10. Sweet. Okay, we made it back to town. Let's see if we can chat with this fellow. Poor old Ellsbury. Show him the helmet. His eyes light up. Well, one of them does. The other kind of stuck in perpetual squint. What, like Popeye? Does this belong to you? He takes the helmet from you. It takes him a moment to find his voice. It does. A long time ago. I don't suppose there was anything else where you found that. You mean this? Yeah, that's the stuff. Could I... Yeah, here you go. He cracks the bottle open and drinks deeply. After a few moments, his demeanor changes entirely. He looks like a man 20 years younger. Would you like to hear a story? Well, sure. Ellsbury tells you a tale of a painter who finds a magical portal to a forgotten, arid catacomb inhabited by enteroskeletons. Something about that story, you really lost yourself in it. 30 XP. Sweet. He nods. If you ever want to express your gratitude in a more tangible way, you know the trick. He goes back to listening to the piano. Well, I've got more laudanum. Let's do it again. Got some medicine for me? Here you go. He cracks the bottle open and drinks deeply again. Would you like to hear a story? Ellsbury tells you the tale of a man who gets lost in a strange moon inhabited by imaginary monkeys. Something about that story. You really lost yourself in it. Okay, just getting some XP on that. Okay, I think I've got one more laudanum, but, story time is over. Okay, I just talked to Susie, and she was reminding me, obviously, about the train. We're going to do that in just a minute. And the lost Dutch oven mine for traces of El Vibrato technology. So we're going to go ahead and go do that now. Okay, the lost Dutch oven mine, here we come. Your El Vibrato bleeps, and you follow the signal because of course you do. Why wouldn't you? One reason why you might not is that it led you to the hulking robot that could easily pound you into scrap. Nice. That's a robot? Okay, 61. Let's see. What does the most damage here? Oh, wow. So my lava bean does 51 damage to it. Well, let's just go ahead and do that. I mean, why not? Then Susie should be able to take him out. Here we go. She does 61 damage by herself. Damn. Okay. All right. Got some scraps. Sweet. Onward to the mine. Okay, we've been here before, and I cannot remember it. I have a gas mask. Should I? Oh, you know what? Let's just go in the mine. I can't remember what we were doing here, quite frankly. Wait, is this the one where we couldn't get down? The pile was pretty obviously made on purpose. Closer inspection reveals that the stones are mortared together. What could be hidden here? Well, let's use the pickaxe we just got. Pick, pick, pick. It was the right tool for the job. Oh, wow, look at this. There's a trapezoidal piece missing from this weird crossbar thing. Insert a keystone. Yep, let's do it. That's weird. There we go. You insert the keystone into the crossbar. Snick. Enter the portal. Where are we off to? Oh, what? Okay. You bend over to examine the device and accidentally stub your toe on it. It hurts, but the box moves. It must be louder than it looks. Take it. Okay, we got an El Vibrato device. Yup. What is this thing? Look inside. You have learned the El Vibrato word for toilet. Of course. Awesome. Okay. So we're going to be learning some language too. It says blah, blah, blah. The monolith is dark. There's a trapezoidal section missing in the box. I don't have that, obviously. Machine is dark. This strange device has 3 buttons on top of it. Press the first one. Okay, this just lit up. Oh, I just ended up backing up a little bit, and it says this strange device has 3 buttons on top of it. All 3 of them are sunk into the device, though, and unpushable. So we've just, I guess, activated this dude. Let's go ahead. See what we can do. He's got 69 health. Okay. Yep. Well, let's just do our usual thing. Cast a spell, and then Susie can hopefully take him out. There we go. Awesome. Got some more scraps. Let's see if this button will let us do something again. Okay, let's press the second button. Oh, I see how this is going. We're going to have more and more people to fight. These things aren't friendly. Neither am I. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get my shield up, get my bean out. Let's see. This one's 68. This one's 57 and 60. I'll go with the first one. See how this goes. Actually, that's not terrible. My cold damage does 22 to 26 per. I'll just go ahead and do that once. Why not? She does 59. She could take out that dude. Yeah, nice. And yeah, these guys would go down pretty quick now. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, then Susie should take out this one. Here we go. Yes. Excellent. 60 XP and El Vibrato keystone. Nice. We needed that. I think it was back to the left. Might as well push the third button. Here we go. It's the fight of our lives. Okay. Okay, these guys are a lot stronger, obviously. Gonna go ahead and do the usual. Yeah, I am gonna go ahead and cast Blizzard. Kind of makes sense. At least get some damage off of all of them. These things are flying, so I don't think that this barrier is going to do anything from you or do anything at all. I'm going to go ahead and do it, though, just to see. Yep, I didn't think so. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Okay, we're just going to go around the horn here. Why can't she hit him? Oh, never mind. Sorry. Oops. There we go. Oh, so okay, so that did save me some damage. That was good. I'm going to go with this first guy here. Try to get him out of the way. Nice. Yeah, we should have this. Yep, here we go. One more guy to take out and we're good to go. Okay, victory. Got 4 scraps and a punch card. Nice. Okay, so I guess I can just sit there and keep mining those guys. That's cool. Okay, insert the keystone. We got the Alvarado loop. Okay, there's nothing else past these guys. So yeah, I might, if I need to, I'll end up farming that off camera. This seems like it might be a doorway, but there's no keyhole or handles or anything. This machine is dark. There's a circular hole in the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and fight these guys one more time to see if they give me anything. Okay, we got that round again. We got another punch card and a complicated punch card and more scraps. Okay, cool. Okay, I fought him a couple more times and nothing's happened. I got some more punch cards, basically. So let's work our way out of this mine. I'm going to go back over to the professor's place just to see if there's anything new going on with that. Okay, on the way to the professor's house, the sound of gunfire draws your attention cautiously to where you find a goblin shooting a large pistol at some boulders. With the sound of gunfire and pinging ricochets filling the area, the goblin doesn't hear you approach. Okay, let's see. I'm going to take him out with fire. Be done with it. Oh, we gained the Cracker Jack hat. Before we talk to the professor, we're going to see what we got here. Okay, Cracker Jack hat is additional damage. This complicated vibrato card. This is a piece of thick paper with dozens of squares, holes punched in it. It looks like ones they used in the census back in the 90s, but way more complicated. Okay, the same thing as the other one, but just more complicated. The Alvarado loop, it's a large loop of that weird Alvarado material. It's slightly bigger than your head. Let's try it on, see what happens. As you place the ring on your head, 2 things happen. One is that it begins humming and shimmering in that weird way Alvarado things shimmer. And the other? The other is that you suddenly feel as if you put earplugs in your brain. Your thoughts get weirdly quiet. Your sense of their surrounding magical and psychic energy is almost completely muffled. Weird. I'll say it's weird and not entirely pleasant. You take off the headband. Okay, the gold skull is just to be sold. That's fine. Oh, I forgot we do have some stuff that we can sell. There's 500 for this emerald. Nice. And we've got 17 meat nuggets at 25 each. Well, excellent. Got some cash coming our way. Let's see if Professor Doodah has anything to say. Good to see you again. Have you had the chance to take the keystone to the Lost Dutch Oven mine and look for the unusual pile of rocks? You can always make a keystone with 5 more, blah, 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 blah. Yes, I have indeed. Did you find anything interesting? Show him the strange device. I'm going to ask him about the ley lines first. I don't hold much with the mystical mumbo jumbo. It's very unscientific, but it does come up in my research from time to time, so I can give you a basic overview. He draws some curved intersecting lines on a piece of paper and explains how they relate to local geography and so-called mystical forces. It's pretty interesting stuff and makes sense considering what you already know about magic. Okay, we got a ley line diagram. Nice. Okay, the ley line diagram is basically an illustration of basic principles of geography. It's simple enough to be, let's just use it. The diagram is surprisingly comprehensible. You stick it in the Necromancer journal. Cool. Okay, I have used the keystone. Oh, did you find anything interesting? Show him the device. Oh, marvelous find. This device makes batteries, or will, once I've fixed it. Batteries? Yep, the Alvarado powered their portable equipment with little electric marbles. Like the one I put in your transponder, I'm sure I don't have to tell you. A regular source of those will be incredibly useful. Awesome. Oh, well, there you go. It's a battery machine you recovered. Fabricate batteries. It takes... Do I have any batteries? Whatever, let's just make one. Okay, I got a battery. I definitely did not have one of these. Okay. This is a portable power source for those weird Alvarado machines. Nice. Well, now what do we do? Let's see here. What do you think of this guy, Susie? I think a fella that spends too much time on his own starts to get funny ideas. You think he's nuts? Well, I would, but on the other hand, that bleeping gizmo you found that led us here lends a fair bit of credence to his story. Well, I think it's time to go over to Gustafsson Gulch and see if we can get that dynamite. A wave of heat hits you from behind. You turn around to see a hellcalf, pawing the ground and eyeing you with ill intent in its dead, black, demonic eyes. Charge! What's up, fella? You want to go around to fisticuffs with my pew? And you did. Okay, got some cow's blood, brass ring, got an extra thick leather, and Susie carves another notch in the stock of her rifle, and she becomes stronger. Way to go, Susie. Okay, let's go ahead and start, I guess from left to right. You hear a quiet rustling, as though a single goblin were rummaging through a crate filled with straw. Go in and beat the straw out of it. Okay. Oh, I didn't get one of those goblin medicine, whatever the hell they were. The thing that kills goblins easily. But, you know, we should be able to take care of this okay. Okay, there's nothing interesting that he had. You listen to the door, it's quiet inside. Let's go in. The shack is filled with crude bookshelves. The bookshelves, in turn, are filled with crude books. Read one at random. You pick up a book entitled Blowgurf. Random page reads. You can't say you get much more out of it. Read something else. Okay, it looks like these are all just goblin stuff. I'm going to keep reading, though, see if I can learn something. Okay, I've read quite a lot of those, and nothing came about it. You listen at the door, nothing inside. The door is locked. Okay, let's lockpick. I got a goblin sandwich. 3 of them. Okay, let's check out the next one. This shack is filled with thousands of tiny cabinets, each labeled with some nonsensical glyphs. Look at a random drawer. Got a lollipop. Okay, a sandwich, and some goblin trousers. Okay, well, got everything I can get out of there. +3 armor, -2 moxie for the trousers. Wow, those sandwiches are awful. I should not eat those. The lollipop increases your mysticality by 3, but reduces your muscle and moxie by 1. Nope, we're good for now. You hear a couple of goblins rustling around in there. Sounds like they're doing something really important. Interrupt them. These guys look hilarious. Okay, 39 and, yep, 39. Well, let's just go ahead and dispatch these fellers. Man, she does 77 damage to these. Wow. Okay, you look around and it's just filled with rotting fish. Nice. Next. Okay, this shack contains a bed and a desk. The bed is made of cactus logs, with a blanket made of woven together cactus needles. Can it be comfortable? For sure. The desk is strewn with folders, all labeled in the nonsense goblin words. There's nothing worth investigating here. Okay, well, this has been fun. The next one, you hear some dramatic sounding nonsense through the door. You want some drama? Oh my God, this dude. What is he, a goblin king? What's the deal? It's a goblet. I guess this is a kid? I don't know. I think it is a kid. Either way, he's going down. You close the curtains on the goblin's final performance. The rest is silence. Dramatic indeed. How funny. So the dramatic goblin skull is +4 mysticality, -2 moxie, which is not as good as what I've got. So we'll continue on. The next one, the door's locked, lockpick, and we get some goblin chicory. Nice. You enter what turns out to be a cafe and reconstruct a few cups of chicory from the leavings of various dirty cups and sinks. Nice. You get 3 goblin chicory. Jeez, delightful. You hear a bunch of gruff goblin voices gruffly griping at each other inside. Oh, it says, do I have a fungicide bomb? I guess I do. Oh, let's do that. Okay, I just took them all out. You open the door a crack and toss up the bomb in. A few minutes later, after fumes settle, you enter the shack and survey the carnage. It's a very profitable carnage. 3 whole goblins worth of carnage. You got an item. Okay, the Gustafsson Gulch treasure cave key, 80 meat, and more chicory. I want to see what that chicory does, actually. Increases your speed by 3, but reduces your muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 1. Okay, well, here we are. We've unlocked it with the cave key. Head inside. Nice. What the hell? I'm not really sure what I'm watching here. This goblin is paying more attention to their book, Goblet, than you. But you're pretty sure you're not going to be just waltzing by. Okay, 81. These guys are a lot tougher. Not surprising. Okay, I'm going to do the usual. Oh, wow. So cold damage does quite a bit to them, so I'm going to go ahead and take that on all of them. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, wow. She does so much damage to these guys. Okay, one more round going down. Take this guy out, and she's got the last one, I imagine. Yep, there we go. Cool. You won. Guess the goblin should have spent less time standing around here and more time standing around somewhere else that you didn't want to loot. Okay, the only thing I got in this was XP, but that's okay. Oh, these are chests? Oh, okay, hold on a minute. Let me check. How many needles do I have? I have 3. Let's go with the empty ones first. This one looks heavy as well as pointy. Open it up. Oh, there we go. Your supply of dynamite. Wow, 1352 meat? Damn. Okay, this one has a goblin engagement ring. I never knew you cared so much. And a goblin tiara for the fancy nights. Pick this last one, 1380 meat. Wow, this was very much worth it. Let's see what this ring and tiara does. +2 armor, -2 moxie. They don't sell for very much. Oh, this isn't too bad. Oh, +5 spell damage, but -3 pistol attack damage. That kind of sucks. Well, we will evaluate that later. I think we should go back over to the train and tell our little friend Shmee that we got some dynamite. And you're like finding a year's supply of dynamite? These passengers are getting restless. Yep, here you go. Perfect, this will do the trick just fine. Hang back for a bit while I get the fellas to set up the charges, and I'll let you do the honors. Smee consults with the other workers and they inspect the rocks for a time. Eventually, one of them shrugs, pushes the whole crate of dynamite up next to the rocks, and wires the detonators. All right, let her rip. Wait, don't you have any longer detonator cable? Nope. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Just give me a 3 count before you hit the plunger, and so I have time to get under the train. Great. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Kablooey. Oh, okay. Now we have a rock golem? The surveyors didn't say anything about crazy rock monsters. Quick, you're the protagonist. Do something about it. Okay, I guess. Well, let's go. There's a very large and very angry looking guy standing there. Apparently it's a little peeved at having a year's supply of dynamite blown up next to his butt while it was sleeping. How are you going to handle this? A fair fight, that's how. Let's see, magic it away, 20 mysticality, outbox it. Well, we got several options. Let's see how we do with the fair fight. He's got 136, wow. Oh my God, I don't do much damage to him at all. So let's just go ahead and, he's got hot resistance of 20%. Maybe I should have just managed to get away. This may not go too well, but let's give it a good old try. We could just do some, nope. None of this is gonna do any decent thing to him. Well, he's got fire resistance, but it's the best thing I've got. So we'll go ahead and try that. I could do spooky damage. It does the same thing, and it costs 1. They both cost 1 AP, so it doesn't really matter. And I've got 7 of them. Yeah, we'll just do that. She'll shoot him for 62. Yeah, we should get this. Oh yeah, we got this. And I was worried. There we go. Awesome. Really? We get nothing out of that other than XP? You showed that rock who the box of I said box of rocks. Close enough. I showed him who the box of rocks is. That also checks out. Okay. Well, now that is as fine a day of work that I've ever seen. Much obliged, friends. We'll be getting the rest of this track laid down and heading out now. Here, I'll mark our route on your map for you in case our paths ever cross again. Thanks, but can I just ride the train? Got a ticket? Just kidding. Of course you don't. Every seat on this train sold out. Sorry, boss. Nice, Jack. The remains of your triumph over that crazy rock pile guy. It's unfortunate I can't get anything out of this. Oh well, I guess that's all we got. I guess we've just opened up the west side of the map. Well, let's just head over there and see what happens. As you're riding along the dusty desert trail, you feel a change in the air. The air is thick with mystical bean energy. You orient your mind along the axis of the powerful magnetic bean field and follow it to a cave. A sign out of front reads, Great Garbanzo's Secret Hideout. Fellow bean wizards welcome. You discover a new map location, the Great Garbanzo Hideout. Check it out right now. Yes, let's do that. Keep out. Well, no. A couple of yuck. That's just funny. I don't know why. Wait a minute. I want to read this. The sign says, keep out unless you are the Great Garbanzo. Okay. Well, I've got some beans on me. Does that work? A revolting sofa. Let's search it. Okay, you find some loose beans in the cushions. All-purpose beans. Most of these books are too fragile to touch, but there is one that looks like it's in decent shape. Grab it. Oh, excellent. Beans Illustrated. Swimsuit edition, I imagine. Let's see what both of these things do. Okay, the all-purpose beans. This is a bag filled with mixed beans, not in the sense that it contains some of every type of bean, but in the sense that every bean it contains is a mix of every type of bean. Okay, that was interesting. Can serve any purpose if you're a master chef. Nice. Okay, Beans Illustrated is a crumbling old tome of bean recipes and general cookware tips. Teaches you how to cook advanced beans dishes and makes bean iron cookware. Well, let's read that for sure. Oh, well here, now we are a master cooker. After I've read it, unfortunately the book was so fragile that your close reading caused it to crumble to dust. Wow, that was pretty intense reading then, huh? Okay, I guess now we're a master chef, so let's see if we can cook something. You approach the arcane oven and prepare to ply your mystical trade. Cook something simple? Am I going to be using those beans, though? I don't think I am. Okay, now that I said cook something simple, I've got 3 more options. Okay, so I can increase mysticality, spell damage, or plus 20 meat drop bonus. I guess these are if I eat them. Okay, that makes sense. I'm going to go with more spell damage. Got a plate of black beans. Unfortunately, you don't have any bean iron or any all-purpose beans. So there's not much you can accomplish with this arcane oven right now. Okay, disappointing. Oh, there's something shiny over here. What is this? You sense a deposit of bean iron. Mine it. Well, there you go. Bean iron nugget. There's a bed over here. Let's check this out. It's the Great Garbanzo's bed. Look under the pillow, of course. Oh, got some all-purpose beans. Well, I'm not going to cook anything else with this. I'm going to see if we can get our mastery up and then cook something, I don't know, maybe sublime. Well, there we are. That was a nice little find. Let's continue on our journey. Oh, wait. She's freaking out over something. Hey there, Susie. You know, we're right about middle of the territory. Back when the cows came home, this is right about where the first reports came out. Like ground zero? Yep. There was a big ranch that was the first one to go. Seems like an obvious place to check out. Yeah, for sure. Hellstrom Ranch. Well, let's head over there. Yeah, she's also saying that she suspects we've got more errands to run for Smee. Yeah, let's actually continue over to the rail camp. As you're riding along, you notice a side trail leading towards a gigantic cemetery. You jot the location down on your map. You discovered Reboot Hill. Okay, we'll check that out later. Okay, we're back to the railroad. Okay, this is a new fellow. That guy stopped messing with his watch and started eating jelly beans? What you got there? Jelly beans? Yep. Can I have one? Nope. Please? Nope. Get your own. Well, I never. That's funny. Where'd you get them? A little way south of here. From a feller named Roy Bean. Nice. You discovered a new map location, Roy Bean's House of Justice and Jelly Beans. Excellent. This lady is still whistling to beat the band. Okay. Oh, look at this. It's one of those pay telescopes for tourists. This one was designed by a promising young artist named Edvard Munch. Use it. You pay your meat and look through the telescope at the big canyon. It sure is big. It'll take quite a bridge to cross that thing, that's for sure. Yup. Okay, it says you can't go too far off in that direction. You'll fall off the giant cliff. Howdy, boss. Howdy, Smee. Stuck again? Yep, got ourselves one hell of a canyon to get across and no materials for bridge building. Any ideas? There's an old mine town up north called Redwood. They opened a lumber camp after the mines dried up. If you can fix a deal with them for the lumber we need, I can handle the engineering side of things. Okay, where is it? Marks it on the map. Of course, anything you can find to build a bridge out of is fine by me, but that seems like the simplest option. I'll see what I can do. Okay, Hellstrom Ranch. Let's continue on with the train mission, specific for now. And on the way, well, here's a thing out of nightmares. Maybe not your nightmare specifically, but definitely someone's. A human skeleton scuttling towards you, crackling with blue electricity and making a loud hissing noise that sounds like a cross between a nest of angry rattlesnakes and a broken radio. Let's see how difficult it is on this side of the mountain range. Well, he definitely is a bit twitchy. Guess I'll just do some heat damage to him. It's the best I can do to him at the moment. Have her shoot him for 64 and bam, done. Okay, nice. We got a vibrating scapula. You won. It takes a while before you're sure, because most of the skeleton's bones keeps twitching afterward. Onward to Breadwood. Oh, geez. You know the town's gone to pot when the horses are drunk. And there's the buttery biscuit. Can I talk to this horse? No, I think I could, but you have to try. All is not well with this well. Let's walk through here. Dunwich crouton, croissant la breton. The graves past here are all too old to still be legible. Okay, we still have this pepperoni mold we cannot harvest because we have no foraging. I have no... You know what? I guess the thing, I've had it on auto upgrade, and I could turn that off to upgrade foraging and lockpicking. Well, Susie's excited about something. What's new, Susie? There's a ranch out this way, run by a lady named Alexandria. Not that I got much hope for her still being alive. Oh, gee, come on, Susie. Keep your chin up. No, I'm fine. As long as we put a stop to this. What do you think we should do next? Redwood? I've heard about this place, but it weren't anything much good. Maybe we ought to get Smee's lumber and be on our way. Yeah, cool. Well, that horse has some manners. Well, I guess we'll start with the mayor and go from there. Problems. The post office. This table has no mail on it. The library. Oh. Nope. Soup kitchen is bereft of soup. The yeast armory. Breadwood's currently absent. Supply of militia yeast. Breadwood's bank was apparently small enough to fail. Oh, this is hilarious. There's a list of problems. Missing mail. The last batch of mail never made it here. Overdue book. One of the library's 4 books was checked out and never turned back in. Stalled logging permit. Whole swaths of forest are still standing and we can't chop them down. Soup shortage. The town's soup kitchen doesn't have any soup in it. Skeletons everywhere. Skeletons keep wandering into town and poking people in the eye. Missing yeast. The town's entire stock of yeast was stolen by the Yeasty Gang. Robbed bread bank. The town's bank was cleaned out by the Baker boys. There's a note at the bottom. Last time a mayor let this list get over 3 items, we chased him out of town with a breadstick nailed to the top of his head. Yikes. Okay, I guess this is the new mayor. I'm Howdy Boss, here on behalf of the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company. We need to build a bridge in a hurry, so I'm here to cut a deal with you for the lumber. All right, I believe we can scrape together that much wood. What sort of down payment are you offering? It's a good question. I sort of expected you would just bill us. You want that much lumber with no payment up front? Are you serious? I could probably offer you free train rides. I do enjoy a nice train ride, but that deal would be a real problem. And I've already got 7 problems to worry about. Oh? The mayor glances at the list of problems posted on the wall and paces around nervously. Offer to help with the problems. Yeah, of course. Oh, thank you. I'd certainly welcome any assistance you can offer. You glance at the problems board, which offers a selection of current issues, as well as a dire warning. Which problem do you want to take? Okay. I want the overdue book for sure. Maybe we can read that. We're going to end up doing all of these. Well, I'm imagining we can do all of them. I don't know. But I'm thinking the logging permit might be our best advantage. We're running out of trees around here and need to expand our operation a bit. Problem is, we need a logging permit from the next town. And the whole place up and died before the paperwork was settled. Okay, well, the town died? Uh-huh. Okay, I guess I'll check. Okay, so I just checked. We can get more of these, so that's good. I'm going to check the book as well. Our library's only got 4 books, so it's serious business when someone doesn't return one. Our record says it's loaned out to the lady named Alexandria. Oh, well, there you go. That ranch that Susie was talking about. That was a couple of mayors ago, so I don't know her, but we've got her an address. Okay, I'll ask her. Well, let's go over to Ghostwood, try to get something going on with this wood. You see a flash of light on a dark copse of trees off to the side of the trail, and smell the tang of ozone. 3 electrified cow skulls float out of the woods and surround you. Hide under meditation. Well, let's see what we got going on here. I'm gonna go ahead and put my armor up, throw out my bean. I'm gonna go ahead and do damage on all of them. Shoot this one, take him out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we got this easily. She'll take this one out, done. Okay, got some cow bangs. And Susie carves another notch in the stock of her rifle. Oh, this is interesting. All the buildings in this little town are weirdly hazy and translucent. Like, oh, ghosts. It's a literal ghost town. All right, fair enough. You might expect to be able to just walk straight through the door of a ghost building, but some kind of force is preventing that. I guess you could knock on the force. Knock. Your fist makes a distant, echoey plap sound of the barroom door, and a ghostly voice comes out from nowhere. Howdy there, fella. New in town? Yeah, I was wondering if... Sorry, I can't do business with you until you have a visitor identification card. I ain't supposed to even talk to you, really. Okay, where do I get one? Try the town hall down the end of the street. Thanks. Assuming that's going to be a very usual thing. There's something in this cactus. This is a regular cactus. Well, the ghost of a regular cactus. Well, the ghost of a regular cactus with the ghost of a pencil stabbed into it. Take the pencil. Yes. You grab the pencil, but your hands keep slipping through it. Okay, well, clearly I need some kind of something to interact with these things. This looks to be the ghost of the town hall. It looks like a regular town hall, except, you know, the whole ghost thing. Visitor. You'll be needing a visitor identification card. I guess so. I'll be happy to fill in the forms. Most living people have trouble holding the pages. You'll be needing a number 3 pencil. If you're filling in the forms, can't you use your own pencil? I will be, but the instructions say very clearly that the applicant must have a number 3 pencil. A number 3 pencil. Isn't a number 2 pencil the usual kind? I suppose, but a number 3 pencil is 50% more official. Well, okay. Try the Department of Requisitions. It's just next door. You mean the general store? It's a little more specific these days, but yes. Okay. This ghostly general store seems to be selling mostly office supplies. Ghost office supplies. Hello, excuse me, I need a... Sorry, I can't help you unless you have a visitor ID, but I need a pencil for... No visitor ID, no supplies. Wonderful. Yay. See if we can get this pencil now. Nope, still can't get the pencil. Hello, the general store won't give me a pencil without a visitor ID. No, certainly not. They aren't authorized to deal with anyone who doesn't have an ID. So how am I supposed to get a number 3 pencil? I suppose I could issue you a temporary visitor permit. You don't need a pencil for that one. Okay, great. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's your last name? Some of these names are stupid. Sure, right? Let's just go with my name. Foss. First name? Puddin' Pico Bobcat Taint. Howdy Slim. Okay. I guess we could change our name here, but we're not going to. Middle name? Oh, wait a minute. What was my middle name? I think we mentioned it earlier. We're going to just have to go with Danger. I don't remember what it was. Great. Where are you from, Howdy Danger Foss? A little farm outside of Boring Springs. Boring Springs? Never heard of it. What's it like? Boring. Just like it says on the label. That's nice. All right, how many bars are in the windows of the adjacent Department of Records? What? It's a quiz to make sure you've actually been paying attention to and care about our little town, instead of just breezing through. To show your dedication. Well, I have no idea. I'm going to go with 6. Correct. Oh, wow, nice. All right, everything seems to be in order. Here's your temporary visitor's pass. You got an item, Ghostwood's visitor's pass. Thanks. It expires in 11 seconds. Christ. What am I supposed to do here? Get a pencil. Okay. I need a number 3 pencil. No problem. Just fill out the requisition form. Okay. I need a freaking pencil for that. Foss. Oh, sorry. It looks like your visitor's permit has expired. Have a nice day. Jesus Christ. What the? My visitor's pass has expired. Can I have another one? All right. I'll just need to ask you a few questions. Jesus. What's your last name? Yeah. First name, Howdy. Middle name, Murder. Great. Now she's changed my name. Great. Where are you from, Howdy Edgelord Foss? A little farm outside of Boring Springs. I miss it already. That's nice. All right, how many bars are the windows? I think 6. Correct. Yes. Expires. Come on, let's do this. Oh, Jesus, really? The hell are we supposed to be doing here? Okay, we're trying this again. I'm just gonna press 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. See if I can just get over there quickly. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I don't know what I just did. Okay, let's see if we could get this pencil now. Oh, now I get the pencil. You managed to snag the pencil with the corner of your temporary visitor's pass and yank it out of the cactus. Nice. Oh, wait, this is a number 4 pencil. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, we got the ghost pencil. Let's see if this works. Okay, I got a pencil. That, sir, is a number 4 pencil, not a number 3. I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Look, number 4. It's like 33% more official, right? Ha! Nice try, but it obviously doesn't work like that. Wonderful. Okay. We're going over to the jail. Nobody's home. Excuse me, but never heard of you. Sheesh. Okay. Stables? Go away. Excuse me, but you unauthorized shoe. Okay, we're recognizing a pattern here. Sorry, fella. No shirt, no shoes, no visitor ID, no service. Came over to talk to Susie. Well, don't that beat all? An actual ghost town. Weird. How do buildings even die? Well, one good fire would do that. Question is, how does a building die and then stick around like a ghost? Unfinished business? What business does a building have? Mortgage not paid off? No, there'd be way more of them in that case. It looks like we're in a bit of a quandary here, so let's head over to the Alexandria Ranch, see if we can find something else. She might have died as well, so who knows? Meditation suddenly gets spooked by something off the side of the trail, and it's easy to understand why. There's a horse skeleton in the ditch, which is a thing that probably extra spooky if you're a horse. Hop down and investigate. Approaching the horse more closely, you see the tattered remains of a pair of Pony Express saddlebags on the skeletal flanks. The starboard bag is empty, but the port one contains a skeletal human hand with a ring on it. Okay. You conclude that either the horse's rider died with his hand in the saddlebag, or somebody is really sad that the skeleton hand they ordered never showed up, even though they paid extra to have it sent by Pony Express. Either way, free ring. Oh, it's the ring of getting places faster. Oh, here we go. Let's play with some cows. Let's do it. Okay, these are all fairly basic cows. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cast cold on them all. Oh, wow. That does a lot of damage to them. That's nice. Shoot the last one. Shoot the first one. Yep. Let's just get them on. Yeah, there we go. Got tamed beefsteak and smoldering leather on this one. And Susie carves another notch in the side of her rifle. Okay, another burnt down location. There's a bookshelf. This used to be an undestroyed bookshelf, but not anymore. Okay, we found the Diary of Alexandria. There's a heap of smoldering books. Dig through it. Okay, you managed to find part of the overdue book from the Breadwood Library. Overdue Breadwood book. Nice. Mostly destroyed bookshelf. Oh, Advanced Beancraft 11. That's cool. Is this a bunker? It's a solid steel vault door. Okay. Do I need dynamite or something? I've got dynamite. It's half of a cannonball. The front half. Jesus. You pick up the cannonball and inspect it. There's an inscription that you can mostly read. It says the cannonball came from Fort Treason, and it's got the address stamp right there on the surface. Oh, nice. This bombardment was done by the army. The horror. Interesting. I'm going to read Advanced Beancraft. Okay, I can do bean wall, blood beans, or butter bean. We've seen butter bean several times. The blood beans gives you a spell to regenerate health during combat, and the bean wall is just that. It will create a wall of beans that provides cover from ranged attacks. I wish it would tell you if it's going to, end your turn or not. But this is a skill, not a spell. I'm going to go ahead and go with blood beans. Why not? You master the art of microscopic bean conjuration and fill your bloodstream with restorative proteins. Unfortunately, you got so distracted by your newfound vigor that you misplaced the book. Oh. Okay, well, I'm going to go back to the town. Return the book. Okay, what the hell is this? Grubble. What the heck? A ranting, flailing man that has just burst out of the woods and is running straight for you. He's wearing a strange dome-shaped metal hat, which bristles with wires and odd protrusions that crackle intermittently with bright blue sparks. He seems upset. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna outfox him, try to calm him down and examine the hat. The voice it speaks? Yeah, that's me telling you to cool it. What is that thing on your head? These bulbs and coils look a little bit like the stuff my kid brother is always messing with, only more complicated. Yeah. A loud pop and bright blue flash blinds you momentarily, and when your vision recovers, the man is lying still with his eyes rolled all the way up into his head. Yeesh, poor guy. What the hell was that all about? I have no idea, but I got a crazy electric helmet and blood beans leveled to 2. Well, let's check out this helmet for sure. I mean, it's new hatware. Oh, geez. Well, that helmet kind of sucks. This hat has all kinds of crazy wires and stuff sticking out of it, and it constantly zaps you with electricity while you're wearing it. Well, that sounds amazing. But yeah, the perks are awful. You know what? I'm going to see if I can read this overdue book first. Nope. This half-burned library book represents 12.5 of the total stock of the Bread Public Library. That is hilarious. We never read this Diary of Alexandria. A small diary. It's crispy around the edges and it smells like gunpowder. Read it. You flip through the diary. Most of it is uneventful, describing the life of a woman who likes books and isn't interested in much else. It ends with a passage about a soldier from a nearby fort warning her about some danger he wouldn't specify. So she moved most of her valuable books to the cellar and took the ordinary precautions, boarding up the windows and not leaving the house at night. Turns out that isn't much good against cannonballs. Excellent. Okay, as I suspected, the ring of getting around places faster reduces the frequency of random encounters, and I'm not interested in doing that. At least not yet. Okay, let's go talk to the mayor and at least turn out the book. Yeah, half of the book. We found half the library book. Well, that's a real bagel biter. Oh, well. Everyone mostly skipped the words and just looked at the pictures anyway. And mostly just the bottom half of the pictures, so that's all right. At least all the captions are still there, I guess. Did you manage to get the logging permit? Not yet. Well, all right. I think this is enough for today's episode, and we're going to continue on with the mayor's problems in the next one, and hopefully try to, figure out the whole ghost thing. So until then, thanks so much for joining me today, and we will see you in the next one.